Hello, my name is Caden, and today we are going to be replacing this B pillar section right here. So I got new ones, new used, from a salvage yard that sent them to me out of Valley City, North Dakota. And so I'm going to put this on. So the old ones were pretty beaten up when I got the car. And I want to say that the cause of it was probably hail damage. So that is why, the reason I have this taped up is because the front side of this is broken. As you can see, they're kind of two pieces. So this part is broken on that, but the frame is what's left. But it leaves holes in the door, so I taped it up just to keep water out. So the way we actually get to these is from inside the car. Now, you don't need too many tools. You could get some panel remover tools. I was able to do the other side without it. The one tool you will need, though, is you are going to need a ratchet, a 13mm, and an extension. It doesn't have to quite be this long, but it's what I grabbed first. So I like to start from the bottom with these, and you just have to firmly grasp it at the bottom. There's actually a little clip in there, like a door panel clip up here, and there's one up here. Now, I was able to get the other side out without taking these side pieces out, because the center piece is actually kind of soft. So it actually, you can kind of squeeze it in to get it out. So we'll pull on the bottom here firmly. I'll probably do this off camera so I can use both hands and firmly grasp it on each side and give it a firm pull. You don't want to hold, like, you know, just on one side. That's how you break things. So once you get it free from the bottom, you can kind of pull this out of each side. You'll want to do you're more than likely going to only be able to do one side at a time, and work it down and get the other side out and start doing the same thing and working this up to pop it out. Now, I was able to get it with my hands, but if you can get a long enough trim tool in there, you could get it to pop out. Now, there we go. I just used my fingers. I got it to pop out on the bottom there. So now we're just going to squeeze these and get them out from up here. So I'm going to pause for a second and kind of squeeze on each side and get this piece to flex out. Now, the hotter your interior is, the better. I probably wouldn't recommend doing this in the winter or on a really cold day, because the plastic will be more brittle when it's at a much lower temperature. So do this when it's nice and sunny out, and it's actually pretty toasty in here. So this is nice and flexible. So I'm gonna keep working at it until I get up to the top here, and you'll be able to kind of pull it down and out. All right, so we got the piece out. Here's that little clip at the bottom. Here's that one at the top. You can kind of see these pieces, these little tabs up here actually go. There's little slots in these, so yeah, you do gotta squeeze it. This isn't from me, this is from the goddamn trim shop when they did my headliner. I'm kind of upset about that, but shit happens. Anyway, so now we have, let's just set that on the ground. There's a 13mm in there in this hole, and then there's one up in that hole there. Not a lot of light in there, but you could kind of see it there, just barely. But yeah, there's two 13mm, so you'll take those off. Now be very careful. I would kind of push against this when you loosen it, because it's gonna, you know, push out. And if that little fastener, if it falls down in here, I mean, it doesn't look like it would be too easy to get it out. So just be careful when you're removing those. So yeah, this the little stud that it actually fastens onto separated from the pillar. So it actually did fall down inside here, but believe it or not, I just actually fished my little magnet stick down in through each of these slots. It took me about 15 seconds, and I actually was able to fish this out. So maybe it isn't that hard, and I was wrong. This is my first time doing this. So so now we got the old one off. I recommend having both doors open, so that way, you know, this will just fall off, because the doors kind of go over it on the side here. So now we'll just go get our new one, and install will be the reverse of removal. Now, I did forget to mention there is a little plug-in on here, because these actually, if most of you didn't know, these actually have a little light inside. These are supposed to glow. The design they use and the type of light they use is very, very old. Not sure you can even get them anymore, but there's no way in hell that these are gonna actually work. I'd be surprised, but I'm gonna go ahead and plug it into there anyway, and then we'll get our fasteners installed on there. I'm thinking one day I'm gonna take this toggle switch I have on my dash here, or maybe I'll tap it into the headlight switch. I was thinking about maybe running a LED strip in here somehow and getting this to glow again, but maybe one day, maybe not, we'll see. I just wanted to share that. All right, so we got our fasteners in. I started by just using the extension and getting it a little finger tight, and then giving it a very slight turn with the ratchet. Now, I cannot stress how crucial it is that you do not over tighten these at all, or you will just break the little plastic studs they fasten onto, and that's it. It will be broken and you won't have a way to fasten it on. So I go by how loose this is on the outside, and as soon, because it'll be a little loose still, especially this outer part when you go to fasten it down, because this is actually what it bolts to. So as soon as it bottoms out, just stop. Don't even give it an extra turn, because old plastic does not like extra stress, because it already is stressed. So we're gonna leave it at that, and now the hardest part of the job is actually to squeeze this big panel back in. Now you'll want to start from the top actually. Now, I was able to do this still without pulling these out, and the reason I really don't want to is just because of, you know, it's plastic and it's clips, and the trim shop already broke this one, and I really just don't want to risk any extra damage to the interior. So this piece is big and actually like flexible. I can squeeze a lot of it with my hand here, so I am just going to squeeze it up in the top and then shove it in down one side and then get it into the other side. Make sure your clips line up in the holes. Pay attention when you are installing them. So it'll be this little recessed hole here, and there is another one, there it is down here. Just make sure you don't throw it in at an angle and you break that clip. I mean, you can get replacements. It's just, you know, why, you know, replace them when you can just be a little more careful and not break stuff in the first place. So that's what I'm going to attempt to do. So we're going to get this back on, and then we're going to have complete fixed B-pillars. Now, believe it or not, that actually just took me about 60 seconds to squeeze back in. So I guess once you do one side, you're a little bit better at doing the second side. So now I guess we'll get out, and now we'll take a look. We got this side, looks nice, and this is how we look on this side. Looks way better than what it used to be. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you don't have to do this, and that yours stay pretty for the lifetime of the car, but in case you do, now you know. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.